गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। वागीशाद्यासनं सर्वार्थानां उपशमनं कृत्वाकृतकृत्यासुतं नमामि गजाननं। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्ते तत्राणि गृह्णाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दैकसिन्धो रामानुजस्य शरणं शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभानुमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं मन्त्र्यामिनं दोर्भिर्युक्ता जगद्विस्फटिकमणिमयमक्षमालां ददानास्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमभुजयुगमस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिर्वा समाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतवदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरमारुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् अञ्जनेयमतिपाटलान्नं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणियविग्रहं पारिजातधर्मूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमद्राक्षसान्तकं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं मानवयुतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा वेद्य वेद्य प्रेम से जाति दशरथात्मजे वेद प्राचेत सादासीत साक्षात् रामायणात्मना रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। वैदेही सहितं सुरद्रुमतिले मे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुचितमग्रे वाचयति प्रपञ्चनसुते तत्त्वमुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलं वामे भूमिसुता परश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रासुतः शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वायुवादिकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च विभराट्तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलं जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम आञ्जनेय स्वामी की। एवं भक्तियुक्तानाम् आत्मा सम्यक् प्रकाशते। Atmajnana becomes very easy. The bhakti is there. Mokshakaraka samagriyam bhaktireva gariyasi. Abdina Acharya Shankara in Viveka Chudamani states, amongst all the various ingredients, samagris required for moksha, bhakti is the best. Bhakti is the most important because bhakti is what brings us grace. Grace itself is moksha. To secure the grace of the Lord itself is moksha. Adukappuram separately we do not need to seek moksha. Kuttrevalengale kollamal pohadu. Securing Bhagavan means securing moksha. Therefore, what is that one thing by which we can secure the Lord? It is bhakti. Ade mad bhaktehe karanam kinchit vakshami shrunu tattvataha. I will tell you the methods by which you can attain this bhakti. Abdina Rama breaks it down to the fundamentals. Eppadina mad bhakta sango. What is the first and foremost thing that can allow you to get bhakti? Mad bhakta sangha, association with his devotees. Associating with Bhagavan's devotees, satsangam, Bhagavad Bhakta Sangam, is the very first way by which we can slowly start to develop bhakti devotion within ourselves. Mat Seva. Second thing that he puts in there is Mat Seva, serving me. Getting into the company of devotees, because it is only when we get into that company will we even know that our purpose of existence is to serve the Lord. Until then, until we come into satsanga, the idea that we are existing to serve the Lord is alien to us. It is a very strange concept to us. We are living for various things of the world for ourselves. Udara nimittam bahukrita vesham. We are living in order to fill the belly. We are living in order to attain so many different things in this world, acquire so many things in this world, earn money, maintain family, earn the love and respect of society. The Madhurya, so many different goals are there. It is only after we come to satsang that we actually come to learn and understand that the primary purpose of my life is not any of these things. It is to acquire the Lord. It is to serve the Lord. அதனால மத் சேவா அப்படிங்கிற the service to the Lord comes after association with his devotees. मद्भक्त संगो मत सेवा मद्भक्तानाम निरंतरम. मद्भक्तानाम सेवा, मत सेवा அப்படின்னு பகவான் said serving me, but what does serving the Lord mean? அப்படின்னா பக்தானாம் சேவான்னு சொல்லிட்டான். It is serving the devotees. Since we came to know about Bhagavan only with their company, serving them is the only way by which we can serve him also. Bhagavata seva, Bhagavata Kainkaryam is itself is Bhagavad Kainkaryam also. Yena tasmin tajjana veda bhavat. Narada says in the Bhakti Sutras that there is no difference between him and his people. Tajjana அப்படின்னா அவனுடைய ஆட்கள், his people. நமக்கு முன்னாடி அவன் சேர்ந்துட்டா இல்லையா கோஷ்டியில். நம்ம இப்போதானே வரோம். We have only come now. Only now we are asking, oh Lord, let me serve you. But even prior to us, there have been people who have come there to serve him. They have also come there to say, Bhagavane, all we want to do is to serve you. Bhagavan has accepted them. They have become his people. Now we are coming to also try to becoming his people. Later on, Uttakandathala, we are going to see Vibhishana is going to come there and he is going to stand there. He doesn't directly enter into Rama's presence. Instead, he stands there and he calls all the monkeys who are there and say, please go and tell Rama that Vibhishana is come requesting darshan. You flew all the way across. Why can't you directly go to Rama's presence? Before me they have come. They are all his people. I have to get permission from his people. I have to get the good graces of his people before I can go to him. Wait pannittu Vibhishana. Tasmin tajjana veda abhavat. There is no difference between Rama and the monkeys. ராமனை குரங்கா கிட்டே அப்படின்னு கேட்கப்படாது. யூ மேட் ராமா இன்டு அ மங்கியா அப்படின்னா இல்லை, அங்கே மங்கீஸ் இல்லையே, பாகவதாஸ் தானே அத்தனை பேரும். They are all devotees. Bhagavan does not see any difference between himself and his devotees. அப்படிங்கிறதுனால Vibhishana also waits. அப்போ பக்தானாம் மத் பக்தானாம் சேவா நிரந்தரம், கான்ஸ்டன்ட் சர்வீஸ் டு மை பக்தாஸ். ஏகாதஷ்யாதி உபவாசாதி மம Parvanumodanam, celebrating all the festivals associated with me, remembering me in every possible way. Festival அப்படின்னா remembering me தானே. நேற்றுக்கு தானே சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன், திருவாடி ஆடி பெருக்கு பற்றி சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன். I was talking about the 18th day of the month when Ranganatha goes to Amma Mandapam. I just got the video today. நேற்றுக்கு I spoke about it today. The video was sent of that function. ஆனால் lockdown in Tamil Nadu, அதனால even Ranganatha is under lockdown. ரங்கநாதருக்கே லாக்டவுன், சாக்ஷாத் எம்பெருமானுக்கே லாக்டவுன். அதான் என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா, பகவான் cannot leave temple and go. All he could do is he could come out to Rangavilas Mandapam. He couldn't go to Amma Mandapam, he went to Rangavilas Mandapam. Rangavilas Mandapam is just within the temple premises. He went there. Generally on that day what happens is, Bhagavan Ranganatha is taken in a procession from the temple down the main road to Amma Mandapam, which is the place on the banks of the Kaveri river, and then a garland is offered to the river Kaveri from Ranganatha. Our potent Malaya, Bhagavan's garland is offered to the river. Yesterday what happened, because of the lockdown, even he cannot go out. Adanal only a priest took the garland and went. Very few people went. The priest went and offered the garland to the river. Permale போல அதிசயமா இருந்தது. லாக்டவுன் நமக்கு மாத்திரம் இல்லை, பெருமாளுக்கும் லாக்டவுன். அதனால we have no right to complain. Even the Lord himself is under lockdown. He cannot leave the temple. We better keep quiet. Ekadashi Upavasadi, the Upavasangala, the Parva, the functions associated with him, what do they do? So chance jump into the park. It was so beautiful to watch that video of how he came there. Ranganatha Jamman or Yarum, there is hardly any crowds. Ranganatha is coming there, is standing there. He's standing in, instead of going to Amma, he's just going to Rangavilas Mandapam, and there itself the garland is given, garland is taken, he receives Aarti, he goes back inside. But still, for all the people who are associated and involved with it, or celebration, they decorate the Lord for it, they carry him and come. All the people associated with directing the people who are carrying him and come. Aarti is given, all the puja is offered. That day has been spent thinking about him, doing seva for him. And the Maritan, in every way, we have got to celebrate the days associated with him. It reminds us of him. It is a time for all the devotees to get together also. Even if it is virtually, it is all right. Even if it is on Zoom, it's fine. But at least when a function, festival, we get together, we remember the Lord on that day, we celebrate His name, we sing His glories. Mat katha shravane pate vyakyane sarvada ratihi. Constant rati, attachment to listening to my stories, reading my stories, or discussing my stories, discussing the inner meanings of my stories, Vyakhyanam, expositions, onna chollanam, listening or telling or reading my story, adala oru rati, adala oru interest irukanum. It gives rise to bhakti, அப்படிங்கிறார் Bhagavan. All of these are methods by which we can develop bhakti. If you read about his life, if you read stories about his leelas, his mahimas, his upadeshas, it gives rise to bhakti towards him. Adhanala mat katha shravane, that is why we are doing Ramayana. And the Ramayana pandradhukku enna karanam? Therinja katha thane, we know the story. Why are we doing Srimad Ramayana for so many days? It is a means by which we can develop bhakti in ourselves. Katha shravane mat katha shravane pate vyakhyane sarvada ratihi mat puja parinishtacha. Worshipping him ritually. The ritual worship irukku Avahanam, Abhishekam, Alankaram, Naivedyam, Dupam, Deepam, Arati, ellam pandrom. Shodasha Puja. We offer puja to Bhagavan. For what purpose are we offering that puja to Bhagavan? Once again, to dedicate the mind towards him. Spend a chunk of the day in dealing with him, in directly being in his presence, in connecting to him. Adakaha puja parinishta. Chamama namanukirtanam. Easiest thing that everybody can do, even if the other things are not possible. Kathashravanam, abdiyana, listening to his stories. Somebody should be willing to tell the stories for you to listen. If there is nobody willing to tell, you cannot listen. Pate, reading. That's a book. You need the book, otherwise you cannot read Ramayanamo, Bhagavatamo. The book is not there, you cannot read. Here in that cherry, if you have the book, you can read. If it's not there. Vyakyane, to expound the story like this, I need so many people to listen to it. Otherwise, how can I narrate the story? Who will I tell the story to? Adalim, there is a dependency. I need people. Puja, I need so many puja articles, samagris, etc. to do puja. And without any of these, the one thing that anybody can do at any time, anybody can do. Without any problems, anybody can do. Namanukirtanam, Namasankirtanam. Bhagavan Nama Sankirtanam. Anybody can do it at any point in time, anybody can do it. Bhagavan Nama Smarana, you can do all the time. Smaranam Banalam, Nama Smaranam, Ananga, Namanu Kirtanam. Yenna, Namatavada, the Kirtane Kuranam Murkliam. Rama, Nichaldro. Swami Chilwala. Rama, Rama, Rama. Vartaya Chana Rama Nanu Kapadu. Swami often used to use this as an example when he used to say, when you call out, when you in prosaic manner, when you say Rama Nanu Kapadu, Rama Nannu Kapadu means Rama, please protect me. Rama Nannu Kapadu. Adhe you can deliver it in a different Rama Nannu Kapadu. Rama Nannu Kapadu. Appadinu sonna innum konjam kuda varum. Directly as though you are talking, otherwise you are reading Rama Nannu Kapadu, Rama Nannu Kapadu. Appadina onum theriyala. But Rama Nannu Kapadu. Appadina you are calling out, you are telling, you are speaking to him. Rama Nannu Kapadu. Swami would say the third way is doing is to Sankirtana. Rama. Appadina there is a lilting in it, there is your heart, it is possible for your heart to melt in it. Instead of just saying it as a word, instead of just speaking it out, Anukirtanam, Appadina when you sing it, when you do a kirtana of it, then it becomes even more delightful, melting, causing devotion to easily arise in us. Bhajana madri bhakti ki vadi kadai. One of the easiest ways to develop bhakti towards Bhagavan is bhajana. That is why Swami gave so much importance to bhajans, because when we sat listening to beautiful bhajans, nanna padarava padanam nuchukonga adu mukyam. Bhakti odeyadu padanam. Either you should be good in singing, or at least you should have bhakti when you are singing. You are neither good in singing nor do you have bhakti, then it is a torture. Hopefully the person who's leading, person who's singing is singing with bhakti, or is singing with good knowledge of music, or best of both worlds, he's got plenty of bhakti and is singing well. We melt in that music. Bhagavan also melts in that music. Sangeeta Lorudu, Gana Priyudu. Swami would say Bhagavan is a lover of music. Bhagavan melts in music. Music becomes a very good expression of the feelings and the emotions of our heart. Adinala Namanukirtanam evam satata yuktanam bhaktiravyavicharini Mai sanjayate nityam tataha kim avashishyate. If by all of these means you are able to acquire bhakti avyavicharini, one-pointed devotion, unshakable devotion, prema, when it develops in your heart in this manner, adikaparam, mai sanjayate nityam, once this kind of bhakti prema develops in your heart, tataha, after that, kim avashishyate, what else is left for him to acquire after that? What more is there for him to acquire? Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa would say that when hearing the name Hari, when you chant the name Hari or listen to the name Hari, the hair stands on its ends. Hari na heche aare, hair na heche ayyar. Hari agata hair nikonama. When you hear the word Hari, hair should stand upon its ends. Tears should naturally come into the eyes. Abdiye or thrilling feeling should happen in the entire body. If the heart melts in this manner, what more requires to be accomplished by this person? What more does he need to do? Annike avanukku sandhya agindi ella vizhunduduthu avanukku appdinu sollu. Appadi oru bhakti. Mai sanjayate nityam tata kim avasishyate. Once this kind of bhakti arises in the heart, what else is there left for you to acquire? Ato mad bhakti yuktasya jnanam vijnanameva cha vairagyam cha bhavet shigram tato muktimavapnuyat. In this manner, the person who has acquired this kind of bhakti through the aforementioned means, ato mad bhakti yuktasya, for the person who has acquired my bhakti towards me, jnanam vijnanam vairagyam cha bhavet shigram. Jnana, vijnana, vairagya, everything will be accomplished by him very quickly. Shigram, bhavet shigram. Shikrama andro. Very quickly. He will acquire all of those things. Tato muktimava puniyat. And once he has accomplished all of that, mukti is naturally karatala phalam. Mukti thereafter is a fruit that is already acquired by him in the palm of his hand. What is the one thing that has to be acquired in a bhakti danda? Hey Lakshmana, you asked me what is the method of attaining, the certain means of attaining mukti. Bhakti. Bhakti is a certain way of acquiring mukti, because bhakti leads to vairagyam, jnanam, vijnanam, ella. Jnana, vijnana, vairagya sahitam. Everything will be accomplished by you, and with that you will attain mukti also. कथितं सर्वमेतत्ते तव प्रश्नानुसारतः अस्मिन् मनः समादाय यस्तिष्ठेत् स तु मुक्तिभाक्. As per your question, I have answered you without holding anything back. I have revealed everything to you. The one who remembers this and more importantly follows it, அவனுக்கு என்ன அப்படின்னா, he becomes fit for attaining moksha. So mukti bhak, he becomes a mukti bhak அப்படின்னா, he is the one who deserves mukti. He acquires the qualifications to become liberated. This sacred teaching of mine that I have given to you, O Lakshmana, na vaktavyamidam yatnat madbhakti vimukaya hi. Never explain this to those who are not devoted to me. Konjamavathu bhakti irukkanum, they should have at least little bit of bhakti in their hearts. Only then you should reveal this truth to them. If they do not have any bhakti at all, there is no need for yatnat அப்படின்னா forcibly do not impart it to them. In our entire Sanatana Dharma, we have a principle. Bhagavad Gita is narrated. Bhagavan finishes the Bhagavad Gita by telling Arjuna, don't give it to those who are not interested. There is no need to forcibly convert anybody. பிடிக்கிறதோ பிடிக்கலையோ சொல்லுவேன், திணிப்பேன், பண்ணவே பண்ணாதே அப்படின்னா. ஏன்னா it is an insult. It is an insult to the teachings to go and narrate it to those who are not interested in it. பசிச்சவனுக்கு தான் சாப்பாடு கொடுக்கணுமே தவிர பசிக்காதவனுக்கு கொடுத்தா அவன் he will disrespect the food. இல்லையா? If a hungry man is given food, he will respect it, he will receive it with great eagerness and eat it. If a man who has already eaten a lot is given food, he will disrespect the food. The same way, these teachings should not be squandered upon those who are not interested in it. One should not cast pearls before swine. In that manner, one should not give these teachings to those who are not interested in mad bhaktaya pradatavya mahuyabi prayatnataha. For those who are not my devotees, you should not tell this teaching to them by force. On the other hand, if there should be a devotee of mine, அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணணும்னா mad bhaktaya pradatavyam. If he is a devotee, if you know him to be a devotee, அப்படின்னா ahuyapi prayatnataha. Even if you have got to call him and teach it to him, you must do it. Prayatnataha, making an effort, you have got to drag him to your side and give the teachings to those who are devotees. But those who are not devotees, even if they force you, do not do it. Chaidam tupate nityam shraddha bhakti samanvita. நமக்கெல்லாமே ஒரு பெரிய டீச்சிங் இது. ஒரு யூஸ்ஃபுல் திங் ஃபார் ஆல் ஆஃப் us இல்லையா? போய் சும்மா எவாஞ்சலைஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. Don't unnecessarily go and evangelize, don't go proselytize, don't go telling everybody. For those who are not interested, there's no need to tell them, because not only will they not appreciate it, they may also insult it. They may also plant doubts in our minds also. They will start planting doubts in our minds. Those who are devotees, they will understand, they will be appreciative, they will be grateful to you for having revealed this truth to them. If they are devotees and you share them, this is what I heard, they will say, oh, thank you for sharing. Yeah, WhatsApp forwards on the day. You keep getting WhatsApp forwards. Suppose it is useful to them, they will reply by saying, thank you so much, it was very useful to me. If they are not interested, why do you keep sending useless things all the time? அப்போ நீ பாட்டி யாராவது ஒரு நாஸ்திகனுக்கு போய், சம் நாஸ்திகா இஸ் தேர் இன் யுவர் வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப், அவனுக்கு போய் தாட் ஃபார் த டே அமிச்சுட்டே இருந்தேன் எவ்ரி டே ஏன்டா வாய் முன் பேசாம இருக்கான், யூ ஆர் தாட்லெஸ் அப்படின்ட்டுருவாங்க. வை ஆர் யூ தாட்லெஸ்லி சென்டிங் மீ தாட் ஃபார் த டேஸ் அப்படின்னு. ஏன்னா he will not be interested. அதை ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. புஷிங் திங்ஸ் ஆன் டு him is not right. பேசாம விட்டுடு, leave them. When the hunger comes to them, they will come. When the hunger comes, they will automatically. ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு விஷயம் என்ன அப்படின்னா, in spirituality, if you have the hunger, the food will be given to you. Somehow or the other, the food will come. Where it came from, how it came, you will not know. Somehow you will seek, you will get it. But for those who are not seeking, one should not provide. Otherwise, we will lose our peace. எல்லாத்துக்கும் நம்ம சாந்தி தான். If they are hungry, give it to them. If they are not hungry, you keep quiet. You eat and you enjoy. Yeah. Yaidam tu paten nityam shraddha bhakti samanvitaha ajnana pataladvantam vidhuya paramichyate. He who studies this teaching every day will immediately shatter the darkness of ignorance. Parimichyate, he will be liberated, he will attain to liberation. Bhaktanam mama yoginam. सुविमलस्वान्तातिशान्तात्मना मत्सेवाभिरतात्मानां च विमलज्ञानात्मनि सर्वदा संगं यः कुरुते सद्योद्यत अतिस्तत् सेवनान्यदि मोक्षस्तस्य करे स्थितोऽहमनिशं दृश्यो ह्येनान्यथा भक्तानां मम योगिनां सुविमलस्वान्तातिशान्तात्मनां, those who are devoted to me, those who practice communion with me, those who try to connect with me, Suvimala Swanta, those who are pure within, Shantatmanam, peaceful, calm in mind, Matseva Viratatmanam, who delights in serving me, Vimalajnanamanim Sarvada, who understands the nature of the self all the time, Sangam Yakurute, Sadodhyamatistat Sevananyadi Ananyadi, who always strive to associate themselves with the Jnanis, with the Mahatmas. Avalika, for all those kind of people, Moksha Stasya Kare Stito Hamanisham. Moksha is a fruit that has been achieved by them already. Kare Stitam, it is already in their palm of their hands. Aham Anisham Drishyo Bhave Nanyatha, and I am always visible to them. They are able to see me all the time. Na anyatha, there is no other way for attaining this truth. Abdina, Sri Rama gives this teaching to Lakshmana in the forest in Panchavati. In the Balashruti Oda, with this Balashruti, this particular section of Adhyatma Ramayana comes to a close. We will go back to Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. Go back with the story. They are staying in Panchavati. Rama, Lakshmana and Sita are staying happily in Panchavati. Vasatastasya tu sukham raghavasya mahatmanaha anachana. Sukhamaha, very happily they are living. Upon the season of autumn passes, winter sets in. About early hours of the morning, one day, Rama and Lakshmana go along with Sita to the river Godavari to have their morning bath and so on. Sita is carrying a pot of water in her hand. Pot in her hand to fetch water. Lakshmana is walking with Rama. The brothers are talking. Lakshmana tells Rama, Anna, that particular season which you delight in has arrived. Ayam sakkala samprapta priyo yaste priyam vada alankrita iva bhati yena samvatsara shubha. That season which you delight in the most has arrived. This is the winter season. Yen winter season appadina masanam tu margashirshoham. Appadina Bhagavan says in the Gita, I am the month of Margashira. Margazhi in Tamil sollakodiya masam comes in the winter laya. The Margazhi masathilane sakala utsavangalu namakku erpadu. Vaikunta Ekadashi enna. Arudra darshanam enna. The Madhurana Mahat Vishayangal all take place in Margazhi. Margashira Masa is referred to as the Brahma Muhurta time for the Devas. Shastras say that the time scale for human beings and the Devas are different. What is one whole calendar year for us is but one day for them. When the sun goes in the northern path from January onwards, becomes the start of the day for them. Ababdi north by May, June midday. for the devas. ஒரு மணி அந்த மாதிரி. அப்புறம் slowly with Dakshinayinam the sun starts to set. By around November sun is set. Or October liye sun set avalik. The night starts. அப்புறம் in December மார்கழி வருது இல்லையா, that is the Brahma Muhurtam time. 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning for the devas. அப்பதான் எழுந்துப்பா, they will all get up. A holy month it is. And the month தான் Bhagavan says in the Gita, amongst all the months, I am Margazhi, I am Margashira month. அதனால since that is the month that has come, Bhagavan is very delighted in that month. Bhagavan is very happy in that month. That month is to be celebrated, spent thinking about him. மார்கழி அப்படின்னாலே பகவத் தியானம் தான் நமக்கு. ஐ மீன் நம்ம ஊர் மாதிரி கிடையாது, பாரத பூமி மாதிரி கிடையாது. In our culture, no, in Sanatana Dharma culture, there are a few months in the year where we do not do any good things at all. அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவா, மாடையா மாதிரி முட்டாள் மாதிரி சொல்லுவா. Like idiots, they will say, there are few months when you do not do any good things. எந்த மாசம் அப்படின்னா மார்கழி மாசம் நல்லதே பண்ணப்படாது, மார்கழி மாசம் நல்லது பண்ணப்படாது, அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆடி மாசம் ஒன்றும் நல்லதே, சூன்ய மாசம் நல்லதே பண்ணப்படாது, புரட்டாசி மாசம் நல்லதே பண்ணப்படாது அப்படின்னா. They will say month of ஆடி, ஆடி அப்படின்னா ஆஷாட மாசம், you should not do good things, auspicious things should not be done. அப்புறம் புரட்டாசி ஸ்ரவண மாசம், good things should not be done. அதுக்கப்புறம் மார்கழி good things should not be done அப்படின்னா. இவாளுக்கு குட் திங்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா இவா கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கிறது தான் இவாளுக்கு குட் திங். வாட் டு தீஸ் இடியட்ஸ் சே பை குட் திங் அப்படின்னா them getting married, them getting into samsara, getting into the world is good thing for them. So these are the months when good things should not be done. Ana the idiots don't realize that these months are the most auspicious months, holy months. Puratasi Navaratri varum, Sharada Navaratri will come there, Brahmotsavadi Karyangal comes, Puratasi Shravana Masam is so important for Brahman. மார்கழி is so important. ஆடி மாசம் முழுக்க அம்பாளுக்கு தானே ஃபெஸ்டிவல் நடக்க போகுது. These are the months that are dedicated to the Lord. Actually, the ancient said, do not do any of your useless functions in this month because these are the months for divine functions. அங்கேருந்து வந்து எங்க ஆத்துல கல்யாணம் வாங்கன்னு மார்கழியில கூப்பிடாதீங்கோ, எல்லாரும் அவாவா பகவத் பஜனை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கா அப்படின்னு சொல்றான். வேற ஒன்றும். They are saying don't be so selfish and interrupt people's devotions by keeping a wedding in Margazhi Masam, keeping a wedding in Ashadam Adi Masam, keeping a wedding in Puratasi Masam, because everybody is devoted to the Lord. At that time, don't unnecessarily divert them into your social function. அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக என்ன சொன்னான்னா நல்லா பண்ணாதீங்கன்னு சொன்னா. Otherwise, all those months are most auspicious months actually speaking. இல்லையா? ஆடி மாசம் எவ்வளவு முக்கியம் இல்லையா? ஆடி அமாவாசை முக்கியம், ஆடியில் ஒரு வெள்ளிக்கிழமையும் முக்கியம். எவ்ரி ஃப்ரைடே இன் ஆடி இஸ் செலிப்ரேட்டட், இட் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஃபார் அம்பாள், ஃபார் தேவி. புரட்டாசி சனிக்கிழமை அப்படின்னாலே எவ்ரி சாட்டர்டே இன் புரட்டாசி மந்த் செலிப்ரேட்டட் ஃபார் ஸ்ரீ வெங்கடேஸ்வரா, ஃபார் பெருமாள். ஆல் ஆஃப் மார்கழி இஸ் செலிப்ரேட்டட் ஃபார் த லார்ட். அப்போ those are the months when we should observe certain disciplines. பார்க்கடலுள் பையத்துயின்ற பரமனடிபாடி நெய்யுண்ணோம் பாலுண்ணோம் நாட்காலே நீராடி மையிட்டெழுதோம் மலரிட்டு நாம் முடியோம் செய்யாதன செய்யோம் தீக்குறளை சென்றோதோம் ஐயமும் பிச்சையும் ஆந்தனியும் கைகாட்டி உயுமாறே யுகந்தேலோரெம்பாவாய் அப்படின்னு ஆண்டாள் என்ன சொல்றான்னா, அந்த மாசம் முழுக்க the whole month live that month as though you are a sannyasi. Live that Margashira month should be lived as though you are a tapasvi, so that you can meditate upon the Lord and attain Him. அப்படிங்கிறதுனால these months are marked in our Hindu calendar as Shunya Masam. Shunya Masam illa, Paripurna Masam. They are not empty months, they are whole months, full months, complete wholesome months when the time is to be spent thinking about Bhagavan. அப்போ since that month has come, Bhagavan is very happy. அதை சொல்றா, அண்ணா that month has come, nights are looking cool, the radiance of the sun has dimmed, அப்படியே அழகா இருக்கு. winteரோட ஒரு பியூட்டி இருக்கும் இல்லையா? in our country we can see the beauty of winter, the pale winter sun. winter's dregs made desolate the weakening eye of day. அப்படின்னு ஒரு poetry, a poet writes. The weakening eye of day. The sun looks so dull and pale in winter because of the winter's dregs making desolate. அப்படின்னு ரொம்ப அழகான சீசன். It is a beautiful season that you like so much. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அப்போ அப்படியே when you start talking on any one particular subject, the nature of our minds is to jump from one to the other and so on and so forth. அதனால அப்படியே பேசி talking about this and talking about that, talking about how the cold of the winter, the frost of the winter mornings, the mildness of the sun, even the water is so chill, எல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு அப்படி சொல்றச்சே லக்ஷ்மணா suddenly remembered Bharata. अस्मिन्स्तु पुरुषव्याघ्रकाले दुःखसमन्वितः तपश्चरति धर्मात्मा त्वद्भक्त्या भरतः पुरे. Anna, Bharata Anna must be doing pujalya, must be doing tapasya Anna. Thinking about you all the time, dedicating his mind towards you. Ayo, Bharata Anna should be doing tapasya now. त्यक्त्वा राज्यं च मानं च भोगांश्च विविधान् बहून् तपस्वी नियताहार शेते शीते महीतले. நமக்கே குளிரதேன்னா we are in the south. Generally winter is milder in South India. In the North India winter is very cold. For us itself this morning is so cold. Imagine how it must be for Bharata. That too Bharata is not sleeping happily in the bed in the palace under a warm quilt. He had promised to live his life also like us, like a tapasvi. Adanale he must also be sleeping on the bare ground in this cold Lyana. So pivila velam imam nunam abhishekarthamudyataha. At this point in time he must also have woken up and Prayati Sarayum Nadim. Just as we have come to Godavari to have our dip, he must have gone to Sarayu river to have his dip. Kartala. Atyanta Sukha Samvriddha Sukumara Sukochitaha Katam Navabhara Ratreshus Sarayum Avagahate. Bharata is always used to luxury and comfort only. He was born for luxury and comfort. Alas, how will he endure the cold dip in Sarayu river in the morning? இப்படிதான் பண்றானோ அண்ணா. जितस्वर्गस्तव भ्रात्रा भरतेन महात्मना वनस्तमपि तापस्य यस्त्वामनुविधीयते. You are in the forest, we are in the forest. But we are not the only ones in the forest. Bharata Anna is also in the forest. Even though he does not have to be in the forest, he is also in the forest. He is already devoted to you. Anna, enna adishyam parunga Anna. This is such a surprise. Lakshmana is casually talking to Rama. Enna surprise parana. Na pitriyam anuvartante matrikam dvipada iti kyato lokapravadoyam bharate nanyatha kritaha. Generally, there is a saying that men follow the path of their mother and women follow the path of the father. Men look like the sons will look like the mother, the daughters will favor the father. Appadinu solluva illaya. Ana, our Bharata Anna has proven it false. He has certainly made sure that it is been belied by him. Enna, eppadi for such a Bharata, how did such a mother like Kaikeyi come? Bharta Dasharato yasya saduscha Bharatastutaha. Bharta Dasharato yasya saduscha Bharatastutaha katam samba Kaikeyi tadrishi krurashilini. For a king like Dasharatha, how did a wife like Kaikeyi come to be? For a saint like Bharata, how did a vile, wicked creature like Kaikeyi end up being his mother? அப்படின்னு எங்கேயோ டாபிக் ஆரம்பிச்சது. டாபிக் started with winter. From winter it came slowly to Bharata. From Bharata it went to Dasharatha. From Dasharatha it went to Kaikeyi. கடைசியில் கைகேயில வந்து நின்றுச்சு. The nature of the mind தான். ஒரு எக்ஸலண்ட் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஆஃப் ஹியூமன் நேச்சர். என்னது அப்படின்னா, இனியது உள்ள இனியது உள திருவள்ளுவருடைய ஒரு குறள் ஒன்று உண்டு. கனி இருக்க காய் கவர்ந்தற்று அப்படின்னு. இனியது உள என்னது கூறல், இன்னாது கூறல் ஏதோ வரும். இனியது உள இன்னாது கூறல், ஐம் நாட் quite sure about what it is. கனி இருக்க காய் கவர்ந்தற்று. When there are sweet things to say, instead of saying sweet things, leaving that aside and saying negative things is like leaving the fruit. Ripe fruit is there, you are casting it aside and reaching out for the unripe fruit. And that is the nature of the human mind. When so many good things are there to think about and contemplate, we will only talk about that which is going wrong. Isn't it? When there are many good things that if you want to talk about, you can talk about good things. But we will never talk about good things. Any newspaper, the proof of that is the news. You open the news, the first page itself will all be doom and gloom only. There will never be any good news at all. There are good things also to say. The only place where I have seen good things is there is a Tamil newspaper, online newspaper called Dinamalar. They are very spiritually oriented people also. They cover, they sometimes put thoughts for the day from Swami, from Mahapariva, etc. They even show photos from any celebrations and Prashanti and other holy places. They are the only paper where the news, especially now in Corona days, the news comes in. News will be so many more discharged from hospital. 3,000 people recovered from Corona. The headlines. The headline will not be one more new case in Victoria. One unknown case in Victoria. Freer grips Victoria once again as a new case makes appearance. That will not be the headline. Our headline is 3,000 people recovered. After you open the news article, it says 10,000 people got Corona. But 3,000 people recovered will be the headlines. Adu Satyam Dane, both are true. Yeah? It's not just one alone is the truth. Yeah? Both are true. 3,000 people recovered, 6,000 people were infected. Both are true. But why not say the good news? We always want to talk only about that which is wrong. Even when you start talking about somebody, even though there are a lot of good things about them, we will ultimately somehow wind up with talking about the wrong things. Doshanda Meshu. Appa the Madri Lakshmana also, when talking about so many things, finally ended up, that is why they generally we are told, do not even speak about anybody. Anyasya gunadoshana chintanam ashumuktva. Don't even think about anybody. Manishalapatya peshade. Do not talk about people, because you will start talking good things about them. Then slowly you will end up talking something wrong about them. Or if not about them, they are so good, but look at the other fellow, he is so bad. A comparison will come. Somehow or the other, even if you are talking good about somebody, negativity will always appear. It is human nature. Do not even talk about people. He started talking about climate, started talking about the weather, then slowly diverted to Bharata. Then from Bharata he came to Kaikeyi. The moment he started saying that one word, Kaikeyi, Tadrishi, Krurashilini, such a wicked nature. The moment he said that word, then and there, Rama immediately, Enna Achi Abdina. Parivadam jananyastam asahan. Rama could not tolerate those words that were addressed about Kaikeyi. Immediately then and there he said, Satemba madhyama tata garhitavya katanchana. Tame vekshva kunatasya bharatasya katam kuru. Rama says, you should never speak ill about our middle mother. Nadu Ammar Kale, Kaikeyi, Madhyama, Avada Madhyama. Apa Madalla Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra. And the order than Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra. Kaikeyi, Madhyama, middle one. Satemba, Madhyama, Tata, Garhitavya, Katanchana. Nagarhitavya, Nate, Amba, Madhyama. That middle mother of ours, Kaikeyi, should never be criticized by you. Natemba madhyama tata garhitavya. You should never speak ill of her. Instead, tam eva ikshvakunatasya bharatasya katam kuru. Instead, let us speak about Bharata. You may speak about Bharata. Bharata is a Parama Bhagavata. Adanala, let us speak about the good person. If at all, let us talk about Bharata, then let us not talk about anybody else. Ayo bhav mein the Bharata, when will I be able to see Bharata? Rama says, idu Arahana Vakyam, there was a beautiful place in the Ramayanam. So many years have elapsed since Rama has seen Bharata last. Bharata, for his part, is constantly thinking about Rama and living his life as a tapasvi. Even though it is not necessary for him to do so, he is living that life. Constant memory of Rama only for him. But how can Rama not remember him? Again, Rama is Sakshat Bhagavan himself. Bharata is the devotee. The devotee always thinks about the Lord, that we know. But we never get to see the other side of the equation. What does the Lord feel? What is the Lord's state? What is the Lord's heart? We have heard stories of devotees. We have heard about how Ramakrishna cried, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cried, how Meera yearned for the Lord, how Andal was crying for the Lord, how so many saints and sages were crying out for the Lord. That story we all know. But we never know what is his reaction. They know the reaction, but we do not know what is his reaction to these devotees. Here we find an insight. This little episode, this anecdote has been placed here by Valmiki, because by reading this, by hearing this, we understand exactly how Bhagavan feels when we yearn for him, pine for him, long for him, and practice tapasya for him. Rama's own words. निश्चितापि हि मे बुद्धि वनवासे दृढव्रता भरतस्नेह संतप्ता बालिशी क्रियते पुनः. Nishchitaiva hi me buddhihi, my mind is firm. Dhradavrata, my mind is very intent and firm in what I have to do. But even though my mind is so intent, still Bharata Sneha Santapta. Bharata Sneha Santapta. Santapta அப்படின்னா agonized in artham. Santapam அப்படின்னா agony. Santapta, agonized by. My mind is agonized by என்னதுன்னா Bharata Sneha Santapta, by Bharata Sneha. ஒரு காம்பவுண்ட் வேர்டு இது பரத ஸ்னேகம். ஸ்னேகம்னா பிரேமா. இங்க ஸ்னேகா மீன்ஸ் லவ். பரத ஸ்னேகம் அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? பரதாய ஸ்னேகமா பரதஸ்ய ஸ்னேகமா? Bharataya Sneha, Bharatasya Sneha. Love for Bharata or Bharata's love. My love for Bharata, Bharata's love for me. In rendu meaning edukalam. We can take both the meanings here. Bharataya Sneham அப்படின்னா my love for Bharata. My love for Bharata is making my mind become agonized. Even though I am firm, even though I am steady, still when I think about Bharata, Balishi Kriyate Puna. My mind wavers, my mind becomes like a child. I am not able to bear it. I am tortured by his love. I am tortured by the love I have for him. I am tortured by the love I have for him because his love for me is torturing me. Why is Bhagavan agonized by Bharata's love? Or why his love for Bharata? Because of Bharata's love for him. Adhanaltham Bharata Sneha can be interpreted as both, meaning the love that Rama bears for Bharata or the love that Bharata bears for Rama. Because when we love the Lord like that, when we suffer the pangs of separation from the Lord also suffers the pangs of separation from us. இது நம்ம சும்மா சொல்லிட்டா, if we simply say this, it will be like some grandstanding. It will appear as though we are making a big bombastic statement just to make ourselves feel good. In order to remove all those doubts, Valmiki Maharshi puts these words here. Rama himself says these words so that we are now free from any doubt. This is Bhagavad Hridayam. This is how Bhagavan's heart works. This is not our imagination. This is not our wishful thinking. This is not us thinking, oh, maybe Bhagavan also misses me. I hope Bhagavan misses me. It'd be nice if he misses me. I miss him so much. I think of him so much. Maybe he also remembers me. Maybe he also thinks about me. It'll be nice, wouldn't it? Abdin, it is not wishful, hopeful thinking. It is the reality where Bharata is pining for Rama. Rama himself admits here, Bharata sneha santapta balishi kriyate punaha. Tortured by, agonized by the love that I bear for Bharata, which arises because of the love that Bharata bears for me, my mind also wavers. Wavers na enna artham appadina, I feel as though I should immediately go back to see Bharata. Adha artham inge. What is the meaning na? Nischitapi hi me buddhihi vanavase dridavrata. Although I am determined to complete the vanavasa, I am determined to complete the period of exile in the forest, still my mind wavers sometimes. Sometimes I feel, to hell with all of this, let me go back to Ayodhya, not for the sake of the throne, but for the sake of Bharata. The love that the devotee bears for the Lord can even shake his Satyavratam. Bhagavan's truth also can be shaken by the Bhakta's bhakti. அதனால்தான் மத் பிரதிஜ்ஞா அமிர்தமதி கர்த்தும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Bhishma in Bhagavatam says, in order to fulfill my vow, my words, my truth, hey Prabhu, hey Krishna, you are willing to abandon your words. You are willing to make a lie of yourself. When Krishna jumps down from the chariot and picks up the chariot wheel, comes rushing towards Bhishma, Krishna is violating his statement, his own statement, I shall not lift up weapons in the war. Why? Because Bhishma said, I will make Krishna lift up weapons. So it was a war between Bhishma's pratigna and Krishna pratigna. Bhishma's word and Krishna's word. Whose word won? Bhishma's word won because Krishna was willing to falsify himself if necessary for the sake of the devotee. Inge Bhagavan says it in words, and Krishna Avatarathala Bhagavan shows it in action. The uniqueness of Ramakrishna Adi Avatarams is this: Rama usually shows everything in action, Krishna reveals everything in talking. Rama lives the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna delivers the Bhagavad Gita. Ana inga Rama says these words that I feel as though sometimes I am tempted to throw away my devotion to the truth because I love Bharata so much. அப்படிங்கிறத அங்க Krishna actually demonstrates it in action. He throws away his truth and lifts up that chariot wheel in order to fulfill Bhishma's words. இதெல்லாம் சேர்த்து பார்க்கும்போது, when we put all of this together, we can feel assured, we can rest assured that Bhagavan is, if once we are able to find a place in his heart, then we are done, we are finished, we don't have to do anything more. Bhagavan, he will do anything. If necessary, he will even falsify himself. He will dissolve the universe for us if necessary. Several times he is going to say that. After Sita is lost, Rama is going to say several times, why should this universe exist when Sita cannot be with me? I will destroy it. I will destroy all the three worlds if Sita cannot be with me. That is the amount of prema that Bhagavan has towards his bhaktas. Not that he destroyed the 3 words, not that he ran away to see Bharata. That is not the point. The point is still that is the kind of love that he bears for us. When we have this kind of love for him. Ramar சொல்றார் சம்ஸ்மாரம் யஸ்வ சம்ஸ்மராம் யஸ்வ வாக்யானி பிரியாணி மதுராணி ச ஹிருத்யான்யமிருத கல்பானி மனப்பிரஹ்லாதனானி ச. Rama is telling Lakshmana, Samsmaram yasya vakyani, I remember his words. Priyani, his dear words, loving words. Madhurani, sweet words. Hridayani, heartfelt words. Amrita Kalpani, they are equal to Amrita in their sweetness. Mana Prahladananicha, words that please my heart. I remember all those words. Abdinne, Rama is saying about Bharata to Lakshmana. The Bharatan keta appdi irukum illaya. Imagine how Bharata would feel illaya. Adanal Bharatasya katham kuru apdikirathu one of my favorite spots in the Srimad Ramayanam. Where Rama, bathing in the water of Godavari, Rama and Lakshmana are standing in the Godavari, splashing water upon themselves as they are having their dip. Adile ninninde Bharatasya katham kuru. Let's talk about Bharata. Oh, I remember Bharata, I remember how he speaks, I remember how he looks, I remember those heartfelt, loving, sweet words of Bharata that are like nectar to my heart, giving so much delight to my heart. Oh, when is the day going to come and I'm going to see him again? Abadina, when Bhagavan is going to long, in the news matram, if this news reaches Bharata, how would Bharata feel? Aravadu or poi sollana. And that somebody when they go and say, do you know, I just overheard Rama and Lakshmana talking about you. அப்படின்னா அப்படி என்ன ஒரு ஆனந்தம் இருக்கும் படத்துக்கு. But whether we know about come to know or not, that is a different story. Anna, we can be assured, we can be sure that when we live our life for him, he will remember us, he will talk about us, he will bear us in his heart and in his mind. Adukapram, what do we need to worry for about him? Generally itself, Bhagavan cannot forget anybody. It's a different story. And I mean, specifically also, he doesn't forget you. As the omnipotent, omniscient Lord, obviously he remembers everybody, he knows everything, everything happens according to his will. But specifically also when he knows, adane santosh. Then there is nothing more for us to worry. We'll stop here. How did all of this come? All those various means of developing bhakti which we saw Rama dictate to Lakshmana, all of those having been followed by Bharata, he has reached the stage where Rama himself is pining for him. Forget the devotee pining for the Lord. The Lord is pining for the devotee. More on this tomorrow. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Jai Jai Rama Ram Anjaneya Swami ki Jai. Sarve Vandasakina Sarve Santanamaya Sarve Vidyani Vishyantamaka Jitikuva Bhuve Tulokas Mastasakino Tulokas Mastasakino Tulokas Mastasakino Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Sai Ishvara.